it.
You got some good news for us?
You bet.
What is it?
I got an offer.
Everybody take yourselves off of mute and give her up. Woo, woo! Woo, woo! Awesome.
Thank
So tell
you.
us about the job. How did they get in contact with you about the job?
So I had taken my kids out for vacation at the end to Vegas. So
I hope your kids are like 21.
oh no, they're not, Ali. No, I didn't take them to the crazy part of Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, I took them up there to see the lights.
Okay.
To see the lights, not to see the, you know what. So, so I was there. I had my flashcards with me, and I had my laptop. I knew I was gonna keep this thing going. But the second day on our vacation, I lost a family member.
Oh.
And that just shut everything down in my brain. Like before then, my kids were like, "No, mom, leave the flashcards. You're on vacation. You're gonna get back to Ali when you get back to it." Not now. They know you. So I shut down after my family member died, and I just couldn't focus. On Wednesday, that was last week, the recruiter called me. They saw my information like Teresia on LinkedIn, and she said, "I think you're a good fit for this one." And I told her.
So did you get any hint that they looked at any part of your profile? Like, did they ever say anything like that?
Well, she said, actually, that recruiter got my information from LinkedIn, but I got her from another, in my mentor group. One of my teammates got a job from that recruiter. So she told me, whenever you're ready, and I think you're ready, you need to contact her. Yeah. So I was adamant since June, and Aaron kept pushing me. I got the best mentor in Colaberry. Aaron kept pushing me. He had my faith. He knew I was ready, but I was adamant. I did not apply for any job. So this recruiter said, "I need you to do this." But then I told her what I was going through. I didn't want to say I'm on vacation, because how can you be looking for a job and you're on vacation? So I just said, you know what? I just lost a family member. I'm from Kenya. We grieved for 1 week. And after the burial, which was on Friday, I'll get my head back to it. I can do it next week on Monday. After about 10-20 minutes, she called back and said, no, they need someone before Monday. So she gave me the hiring manager number. The hiring manager came in, did the screening interview with me, and I told him up front, I am going through this situation. I will do my best. I don't know how I'm going to handle the technical questions, but I'll try to put my head to it. So then he said, I think you'll be just fine. Just try. Just give it your best. And come Thursday, I was upside down because Vegas is 2 hours from Kansas. I was really upside down. So interview for 3 p.m. happened at 1 p.m. in Kansas, in Texas, Vegas time. I was confused. So 1 p.m. I was there. I was sweating before they even said hi to me. Every part of my body was sweating. It was the first one. And it was four gentlemen and one lady. They came in and they did not ask me tell me about yourself. They did not start it off that way. That's why my head was focused. No, don't keep your head focused on one question, because it did not go that way for me. The technical guy just asked me a question. Tell us one project that you did and you're proud of. And that was my first interview question. So I started off and I said, hey, I have it here. Do you want to see it? They say, sure, we want to see it. I showed off my project. And when I showed off my project, I knew I had to have a story behind it. So I gave them a story and I told them I'm from Kenya. My father is an engineer. My mom was a farmer. So that's why that was my inspiration to create this sales dashboard, because I needed to understand sales.
That's an awesome story. Go ahead.
Because I needed to help my mom to understand her sales and how why some products are not selling and da-da-da-da. So then right there, my technical guy stopped me and said, wait, did you say you're from Kenya? I said, yeah. He said, my parents were in Joburg, and Joburg was South Africa, and they went to Nairobi. So that I took about 20 minutes to stop my sweating. And I took the conversation to Kenya. And I said, have you ever been to Kenya? Oh, you need to go see safaris. I switched off from the interview questions.
Yeah.
And we had this moment talking about Kenya, safaris in Nairobi. And then I said, wow, that was good to know. So I showed them a project. And then the other guy, a lady, the Indian lady asked me, what is a DAX formula? One of the DAX formula you had to perform that was so difficult. I'm telling you, this guy, that whatever you're getting from Ali, take it with, swallow that painful pill with pride. He gave me something to do that was so difficult for 4 days. I couldn't figure it out. And that is what I showed off. I told them, do you want to see it once more? Because I think I'm more visual. So when I see something, I get it. They said, oh, sure. So then I showed them, and I showed them that part that I had to figure out. And she didn't have any more questions for me. So
look, hold on. We can't let that slide. We got to get the full meaning of that. So you mean to tell me you took your worst part, the worst part, and you turned it into your best part?
you got
That's
that right.
what mindset does, guys. That's what your mindset does, right? Because we all know what it feels like to be down. Okay, that's easy, right? That's easy. But where you get skills is you focus on turning your bad to good. That takes skills. That's what separates you. Okay, when you get that part done, when you get that part down, your life changes. Okay, when you are mentally able to recognize when you're in this state of mad, sad, you name them all, frustrated, when you're in that negative feeling, and you're able to, just by your thoughts, positive thought, positive thought, positive, you know what? I am thankful for this. You know what? Because when you work hard to see the good in stuff, then you see the good in stuff. If you don't work, if you expect it just to be blatant, it's not going to be like that. You got to be appreciative. You got to look at something and say, man, you know what? I really like what this person does for me in my life, you know, or I really appreciate this. And then you work hard on the other end, because our mind will naturally take us the other side. You'll nitpick everything, right? There'll be good things, you'll turn them bad. You'll be like, oh, well, it was only $5. You know, we turn a good thing into a bad thing subconsciously all the time. Switch that. You got to switch your subconscious to now take the bad things and switch them to good things. That is the key. Okay? Anybody can take a good thing and turn it into a bad thing. Very few can take a bad thing and turn it into a good thing, right? And when you able to do what she did and take your worst situation, some people have tapped out. Some people have tapped out in the CAP program. I ask them to do something complicated, or I keep pushing them back because the data's not right. Some people quit. Oh, Ali tripping. Ali do, you know, all of that. No, turn that ended up. Guess what? It was painful, right? And what I tell you about painful, those are the ones you remember the most, right? So when they confronted her, she remembered her painful experience and had it there to show, hey, look what I went through. And then they looked at it, and that turned around the conversation, didn't it?
You sure did.
Right? So because of that, she turned that to a good thing, gave it to him, and that ended up being, you know, maybe what took her over the top. So continue telling us about the interview.
So then one guy asked me, I talked about the project, and then the technical guy asked me a question in SSIS, and I could not pull it from either on top of my head, behind my head, on the side, nowhere. I kept, the second time I say, wait a minute, just give it to me one more time, just bring it on again. And these other guys were smiling. And I'm thinking, you better not smile because you have no idea how I'm feeling right now. I don't know this one. So then he asked me again and said, you know what? I won't lie to you. I'm trying to pull it. I can pull it out of my head right now. I don't know. He said, all right, fair enough. And right that moment, I knew, oh, no, 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 no. I just did not say that, but I didn't have it. So then the other guy, there was two guys who did not ask me any question. So my technical guy said, do you have any questions for us? I had gotten my questions from my best mentor. So then I asked him, what keeps you awake at night? And one of the guys who had not said anything, he jumped and said, yeah, I know this one. I'll answer this one. So then I say, wow, good. You decided not to be quiet anymore. So let me hear you. What do you have to say? So I felt like that is a moment I was relaxed. I felt when I took over the interview, I felt like I had the wheel and I was driving it. So whatever they were telling me, I was using it to sell myself off.
So how many interviews had you gone on before this?
This was my first one. And I
Everybody take yourselves off of mute and give her a woo, 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 woo.
Thank you guys. I thank God.
Look at that. Two interns, first interview. Don't that make y'all feel good? Don't that make y'all feel? Let me look at these faces out here. Let me look at all these faces. Yeah, I like them smiles. Some folks still ain't turned your camera on. Y'all still playing me. That's okay. But I do like the smile. Look, Fitsum, I'll see you smiling. There we go. Get those smiles in. All right, cool. That's awesome. I mean, look, you go through this tough time, and then to be able to crack your first interview, I mean, that's amazing. What the money looked like, Fresh Air? Was it what they said it was? Don't tell us no number. What was it? Was it as good as what they said it was?
Ali. I got your mentality. So I had this point where I was cracked down. I had a meltdown at some point with Colaberry. I was like, no, this thing is not for me. And then there's a clip that I sent on the group. And this guy said, for me, it's not how long anymore, but how far can I go with this thing? That was my wake-up call. And I told myself, it doesn't matter how far I'll go, but the more I go, the more I add value to myself. So I changed my mentality, and they offered me, we battled with them about 2-3 times. They say, we give you this number. Honestly, it was like 3 times what I'm making. I said, nah, that's not good enough. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I got no idea. I was like, no, they need to do better. The recruiter was like, okay, I'll get back to you. And then she came back and said, how about this? I said, for now I can work with it. Well, down the line, few months down the line, we need to work on it. She said, okay, fair enough. Honestly, it's almost 4 times what I was making.
4 times what you making now. Yeah. Girl, your life about to do some somersaults.
I thank God. And I just want to tell everybody, Ali is doing what he was created to do. Okay. You will hate him because he was created to break you. He was created to make you. He was created to squeeze the juice out of you. He was created to cuddle you. Okay. So just take it for good. Take it for good. Just take it for good. It doesn't matter what people say. Just stay on it. It is real. This thing is real. It is real.
Teresia, what did your money? Is it true what they say about the money on your end?
Yes, it is true.
Did you get a good number?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You got a number you can build on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that smile, y'all. Listen, that ain't no $15 an hour smile right there. What did you do before Colaberry?
I was wiping people's asses.
Wiping asses? Oh my goodness. Babies or old people? Which
old people. Old people is not fun to see. For 7 years, I worked overnight for 7 years. I worked on the weekend for 7 years.
Oh my goodness. I know you will be happy to put the towel down, right?
I looked at my calendar yesterday, and Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and my weekends are free. I just said, this is a miracle. God is real. This thing is real. Like it's a life-changing deal, honestly.
So, when like you had points in the program where you actually considered quitting, right?
I did.
So tell us about that.
So I had so much training to do at work, and I started this program. I was talking to Gladys. I was given her number by her cousin, and I was talking to her about the classes that I was taking here at the college. And during my boot camp, I had another class I was doing. But then she came in and told me about Colaberry. So we started Colaberry boot
Hold
camp.
on, Gladys?
Yeah, Gladys brought me in.
You brought her in?
Yes, I did, Ali.
You just having an impact on so many. Listen, they're gonna have, man, Gladys. Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
She is one of a kind. Yeah, she brought me in. We started a group, me and her, and then we had Marvet and we had Martin.
Merva is part
Yeah.
of your group too?
Yeah, that was group
Yes.
5.
Oh wow, y'all just all getting offers at the same damn time, huh? Just the whole
Yeah.
clique.
Yes.
Thank
Wow.
God.
Okay.
So moving along, Lynette came on board. I think it was during the IPBC, same with Teresia. And during that IPBC, I had my moments. That's where I crashed. I really did. I took a deep dive and I said, God, I'm a single parent. I'm trying to put food for my kids. 2018, life happened to me and my family, and we were homeless, my girls and I, for 6 months. Didn't have anywhere to live. After 6 months, we got a place, we got an apartment. So everything just was too much for me to take. And I still had classes that I was taking from my college. So during my boot camp, I still had other classes that I was taking. So because I'm trying to, the money that I was making was not enough to feed my kids. Coming from homelessness, my car broke down, life happened, I got a new car and everything just hiked. I have so many debts in the bank. And at that point, I thought I'm not gonna make it. I thought I was not gonna make it. And it's just that voice in your head that tells you, oh no, you're not good enough. Oh no, you can't do this. But the same group that I started with here and there, they knew I was crushed. They knew I was down, but individually they come along and they say, hi, how are you doing? Hey, da, da, da. Martin was there. Hey, are you okay? How are you doing? You don't want to, I didn't want to give them the negative vibes. I didn't want to tell them exactly what I was going through because I didn't want them to fall back. This thing was hard for me. It was really hard. So then I told them, just give me some time. I'll get back to it. Just give me some time. And yeah, I think that was my moment where nothing made sense. And I thank God that these people held on to me. They did. They believed in me. And God gave me another good mentor. He just kept saying, no, don't give up. You are ripe. You are ready. You need to go. You're ready. So I really thank God for Colaberry. I do.
Ali, I think we found our new face of Colaberry.
Is she taking it away from you, Mika?
Right. She has the testimony. I think they can relate to her better now.
Wow. So what is this? Single mom, 2 kids. Like, I mean, you were like at rock bottom, homeless, right? Like, man, from being in that mindset, it's very hard to be positive, Like, how are you able to get from that to where you are now?
I thank God that I knew God. I took a deep dive, getting to know where I am, who I am, why am I even here? If you've never gotten to that point in your life where you feel so good to take your life out, pray that it never happens. Because I used to wonder, how can someone just pull a trigger on themselves? Like, how stupid could they be? No, they're not stupid. It feels so good to just end yourself, end your life. And if you've never gotten there, pray that you don't ever get there. So I got to that point, and I was gonna walk through the highway and praying that someone will hit me so hard. And then that night, God stopped me because my daughter couldn't sleep and she was crying and screaming. My mom wants to commit suicide. I was like, okay, this stupid, this dumb. Coming from that, I got to know God in a different perspective. I felt like this was him telling me, I'm not done with you. And this is interesting because before I went to Vegas, I had a dream, y'all. I had a dream. I did have a dream. And
You had a dream.
I had a dream. I believe in dreams. I don't know about you, but I do. So
What was your dream about? What was your dream about?
In this dream, I was in the waiting area. I was in the bedroom, like at the airport when you're waiting to board a plane. I was in the waiting area. It was like 4 of us in there and everybody else was in class. And then this man came, and this man came in Ali, and Ali came and said, "It's your time to go. It's your time to go." You know, those dreams you wake up, you're like, no, that didn't just happen. I want to go back to it. You came in and you said, "It's your time to go. You're ready, go." Then and then I knew this was my confirmation, God telling me I was ready to go, but I didn't know how. I didn't know where. I'm still thinking, oh, next week I'm going to Vegas. Maybe he means I'm going to Vegas. No. So before the interview, I had another encounter. So I knew it is true. Me, you were running to the airport. You were late for the plane. You were running. And she texted me and said, "Can you call?" Because she knew I had a barrier. And I called her. She said, "You know what? These guys really liked you so much. They want to keep you. Do you accept the job?" Yeah, you know me having Ali's head. I said, "How much are they paying? Where did we agree on that one?" They said, "Oh, this much." I said, "Okay, thank Jesus. Then we can move forward." So my testimony is that God will be there for you. I don't know how you meditate, but whatever you do, he will come through. For me, I felt like my life had ended. I had come to a stop in my life, but then a new chapter just opened up.
Awesome. So what is the best piece of advice you give to everyone?
Do not give up. It doesn't matter what you come close to. Death, don't give up. It doesn't matter what you face. Don't give up. Ask for help. When I created the LinkedIn, Agabara sent me a message, and he requested me to send him my number, and I did. And Agabara actually helped me with my project, part of my project.
Oh, Akbar?
Yeah, he did. And before that, he talked to me like my father. He's like, "Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is, just don't give up. Okay, go with this thing. It is real." I was like, "Dude, where did you come from? I didn't even tell you nothing." So, hey, the people coming along to help you, just let them, and just have that mentality. It is not how long you're going to keep doing this, but how far you can go. The more you keep doing this, the more you're getting value. You're adding value to yourself. So do not give up. Please don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give in. Just hold on to it.
Awesome. Questions?
I don't have a question, but Francia, I don't know whether you remember or not. I'm from the same class, the same boot camp.
I do, Pretty.
And first of all, it takes a lot of courage to share your personal experiences. And I really want to appreciate that you came up and shared and motivated all of us. It means a lot. And yes, I truly am happy that, the kind of struggles you were going through, you got this opportunity, you got this breakthrough. And I wish you all the very best. I'm so happy, from outside, we do not know what all we are going through. And everything looks so normal, but yes, thank you for sharing your story. And I truly believe in what you said, that we will all have our time, and we have to utilize whatever time we have on our hand before we end up on the other side in a more positive way, and keep revising and keep building our confidence.
That's right.
Truly appreciate you coming up, that way. And I wish you all the very best.
That's true.
Thank
you. Thank you, Pretty. Thank you so much.
Hi, Frecia.
Hey, Gladys. There goes my champion. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, girl.
I remember when we started, Frecia was asking me, does it work? And we were like, let's try together. Does this program work? Let's try together, because I was still new, but I was inviting somebody to something I've never done before. So I was going by a testimony I had from my husband's cousin who told me about the program. So we started, and I remember us sharing how both of us have been homeless, because I have been homeless too for a month.
Oh my goodness.
And I remember how we kept on talking. And I remember very well how she was in that dive when I called her and we had a good talk. And just to see from that talk and to see how she put herself up together and where she is today, I am so happy for her and I wish her all the best. And may you, all the hard work, all the 2 a.m.s, 5 a.m.s, what you guys don't know is that one day Freshia and I spent 24 hours doing one thing we were stuck on the whole day and the whole night. We did something 24 hours.
20,
and
no
she has
sleep?
kids. No sleep, we didn't sleep. 24
Wow.
hours on the computer trying to figure out something that we were stuck on. And seeing all the dedication, because one thing about Freshia is that she is driven. Once she gets it right, like once her mind is, she will go. You'll be catching her, she will go. So for me to see her today and for me to know the stories that I know about her, her struggles, her wins, and now to see now she's there shining, I'm so happy for you, Freshia. And I'm so glad that you believed me that this program is gonna work, even when you are very skeptical. So continue showing and continue shining.
Thank you, Gladys. Thank you for all the patience you had with me. Those nights that we stayed up, thank you. It was really hard work, sacrifice for you, with the little boy and family. You get there, don't give up. Just keep going, Gladys, you get there.
No, I'm not giving up. I'm driving this bus to the end.
Say hi to Imani.
Right.
He is here. Auntie Freshia, say hi.
Hi, Imani.
Hey, what's up?
High five.
Fresh air, does it work?
Yes, it does work. It does work. It
Well,
is
listen,
real.
y'all
but it
make
will-
sure that y'all make that definitive. When somebody asks y'all about Colaberry and say, does it work? Yes. Hold on. There's a caveat though, right?
Yep.
Because you can't guarantee, it's nothing guaranteed, right? There's no guarantee. Oh, if you come to Colaberry, it's going. No, you got to put in that work, right? Like, is it doable? Absolutely. Right? But everybody's not gonna do it. Everybody's not gonna stay up 24 hours or 12 hours or even lose some sleep, right? How important is it to you? Because if it's important enough, the path is there, right? The path is there, but it got to be important enough to you to make the sacrifice to get there, you know? And so, yeah, you know, it works, but you got to be the main driver in this thing. Like Gladys say, she's driving it to the edge, you know? She's taking control. You take control of your life. All right, don't put your life in anybody else's hands. You take control of it, you know? And so that's what you got to do. And when you get to the point where you're just like, listen, nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to make this happen. Then there's nobody that can get in your way. There's nobody that can get in your way, right? And so it's all about the mindset. You know, once that thing clicks, it changes, you know? And you guys got to remember that. Like, it has always been about the mindset. It's just that you've been through struggle, you've been through pain. That's all you know in a lot of cases, right? And it just doesn't seem like the other side is fathomable, right? It just doesn't seem, it's like a stretch. It's like not reality, but it is reality. And mindset is your reality. And you could be somebody that has nothing and still have the greatest mindset. And you can have people that have things and they're just, you know, they're defeated. There's a lot of rich people out there contemplating suicide because they're not happy, right? Happiness is a state of mind. You drive your happiness. You know, there'll be like less than 10% of the things that happen to you, you have no control over. Less than 10%. There's just going to be things that happen that you just got no control over. Okay, that's life. That's how it works. Over 90% you do. It's your mindset. It's how you take in things. It's how you think about things. It's how you interpret things. It is a big part of what you do, how you respond, how you take things in, your reaction, your energy you give off. All of those things matter. Okay. And when you can get it together, it is a wonderful feeling. It's just a wonderful feeling, period. And why would I do that? I mean, it feels good. It feels good to wake up and not be stressed, like just to feel thankful. You know, take a little bit. That's why prayer is good. You got your prayer groups. Why? Because prayer makes you focus on the positive. What am I thankful for? Right? Like, who's been in my life to help me? It helps you see the good. If you just looking for the good in everything, then that's what you extract out the situation, right? If you looking to nitpick and find the bad, then that's what you're gonna get, right? And so, you know,
I wanted to say, well, I haven't gotten a job yet, but I wanted to say thank you, Ali, for always pushing us. It does get frustrating and annoying sometimes, but being able to resolve what you push to us and being able to tackle it actually helps us get better. So thank you for that.
yeah, and I always know that. That's why it is the way it is, right? It's just that you guys got to figure that out. And there is no better way. Like, I've analyzed it. There's no better way to teach people than to put them in that situation and force them to feel what it's like, because it builds you so much faster and it builds you so much better. And I can automatically tell you more complex things that, you know, you may or may not see right away. And you guys don't understand how beast mode you guys are coming out of the program. These companies are happy. They're ecstatic to be able to give you this money, okay? Because you are going to be a real asset in their company, right? The things that you're doing right now is going to be a huge asset in those companies, and they are happy to pay you that, right? But everything got to be right, though. You know, you got to have the right skills. You got to be able to understand what you guys are doing. And you guys have a, you know, you're getting a wealth of confidence after completing these projects. Man, completing a project, what that does for your confidence level is like 10. That's why I'm like struggling trying to get everybody to complete their projects. I'm like, man, how you gonna feel? How you feel after you complete a project? This is at work, training, whatever the case may be. Once you finish an actual project, man, there's this sense of like, you get these endorphins rushing through your body. You're like, man, I did that. And if you produce some quality and to look back on that and be like, I did that. I did that, you know? And when you get that, man, your confidence soars, you know? And so that's what you guys are learning, you know? So we're just gonna push the message, push the story, you know? And, you know, we just gotta try to help each other out, man, because like someone said earlier, you just never know what people going through, right? I mean, you know, you see this person, you know, and people put on the facade, you know, of how they want you to see them, you know, and you just never know what people are going through, you know. And I love what Fresh Air said, you know, it's like I really can, I really know you guys can relate, because I have so many people come through this program and they're like, I gotta finish, you know, next week, I got, you know, and they're like, you know, and I get it, but you got to look at something other than I'm running out of time. You know, it's that's not how you get things done. It's like, you know, your mindset, you got to be driven, like you got to have an asserted effort, but it has to be positive effort. It can't be this, I'm running out of time. Oh, you know, if I don't get it done, like that's a negative energy. That's not helping you, right? That has a negative connotation to it. You're running out of time. Oh, I can't wait. My kids got to eat. Yeah, I mean, some of that may be true, but the way you look at it, it's all about your mindset. If you look at it as, oh, I'm running out of time, I have to do the, you know, then you know what? That's what you're going to get, a whole lot of scaredness, right? And a bad feeling in your heart. That don't feel good to be running out of time. That don't feel good, right? You know, so, you know, when you change it to, man, imagine where I could go. That's a different type of thought process. Imagine how far I could go, right? Because we all like to dream, right? I know y'all sit around and y'all think about that house y'all gonna buy. Y'all think about that car y'all gonna buy. Y'all think about that. Listen, I'm a dreamer too. I've dreamed up this damn system that y'all using now. This is me daydreaming. Just like, oh, it would be cool to build this. And then I build it. You know what I'm saying? And then I see it change lives and it just blows my mind, right? Your mind is so powerful. Dream big. You sitting around dreaming, thinking, right? And then you materialize it. Man, there's not a better feeling in the world, you know? And so you're sitting there thinking, oh, you know, I would love to have this and I would love to have that. But then you got to go do it. You know, you got to go do it. But you focus on that. It's good to dream and then focus towards your dream, because whatever's on your mind the most, right? You guys heard of good wolf, bad wolf, right? Like, well, which wolf gets the most time? It's whichever one you focus on, right? And so whatever you focus, this is the key though. There's a negative focus and a positive focus. Let me give you an example of a negative focus. Oh, this assignment has to get done. Oh, I don't know how much time it's going to take me. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, how am I going to get through this? Oh, I'm going to fall out the program, right? Like that's negative driven energy. Okay, you're never going to get out of a rut if those thoughts are going through your head. Okay, you're making it very hard on yourself. But it's something that you've been used to doing. So you have to consciously see it before you can break it. Okay, it's okay that that's how you learn to think. That's just you're just a product of your environment. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is there's a different approach that's much better and it gets much better results. Okay, but that means you got to break that current negative, oh, you know, it's never going to work for me and this and that, and finding everything you can complain about. It does not help you. That is focused energy, but the wrong way, right? Focused energy the right way is you got to be focused and positive. Those are the two keys. Focused energy, positive energy. Okay, you know why? Because when you feel good about something, you keep going towards it. Okay, and so, yes, I want to change my life. How far can I go? How far can I go? What is my potential, right? And then you get to thinking about not only this job, but what about next job? What does 3 years look like? What does my life look like? There's a lot of good things you can daydream about, right? Rather than this negative connotation, right? And so if you do that long enough, then your mind is going to take you exactly to where you want to be. But you can't let your mind get into the fall to the other side, because then you start going against the grain. Okay, you want to stay with the grain, smooth, if it feels good, right? And then you keep going in there, because at the end of the day, life is about being happy as long as you can, right? Like staying happy, right? People get nice houses because it's space and they feel happy, and you just try to live the best possible life, right? And so the key to that is, your mindset and being conscious of it. I'm hoping you guys feel a little bit motivated, a little bit more motivated. And listen, this by virtue of the way Colaberry is set up, everybody's going to struggle. Okay, the struggle is what makes you really, really test you. Do you want it? Do you really want it? Okay, you got to go through that. And if it isn't stressful, it's not going to be rememberable. Remember that. Remember that. If it's something that's going to have an impact, if it's something that's going to be memorable, there's a reason why. Okay. So we wish you guys the best. You guys, listen, Fresh Air was like, I was just amazed at kind of how she flipped, right? And I had asked her to do some things on the internship, and she was like, you know what? Give me a couple of days. I got it. I'll knock it out, right? I was like, where this person come from right here, just taking the bull by the horns? I was so impressed. I was like, okay, go ahead, take it. And I'd be damned that she didn't come back and do exactly what she said she was going to do. Man, I'm telling you, being in a position of leadership, that's what you want. You want, hey, I got a challenge for you. And she was like, you know what? She didn't look at it as, oh, why he making me do this, right? She was like, yeah, okay, I understand what you want. She took it back to the drawing board. She worked on it. I know she worked hard because it wasn't an easy task, but I needed it done. It's a dashboard I use all the time. I needed it done, and she made it happen. And I was just so impressed because I could tell her mindset was like, if you could feel people negative mindset, and when she did that, I knew her energy was directed in the right way. And I knew she was going to get it done by how confident. She didn't know how she was going to get it done at that moment. But if you work at something long enough, you're going to get it, right? And she had that confidence. Like, what you guys really want to get to is where you can have a confidence. Like, most people have to wait until something happens and then they gain confidence. If you can figure out how to create that confidence before you actually get the result, then the world is yours, guys. The world is yours because you can materialize anything in your mind. And if you can say, this will happen, and you keep on doing that over and over again, the world is yours because nobody can stop you from doing what you want to do. So, all right, you guys, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, you guys. You made it through. And I have no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to do an awesome job and help your companies and give them what they're paying for. So keep up the good work, guys. And congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you to Colaberry.
All right. Now, everybody else, we got work to do.